Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 94 of Gains, and this one is titled Red Hot Kisses. Oh, sorry. You apologise, pulling back quickly. Am I moving too fast? No, not at all. I've never kissed anyone before, so... He mumbled shyly. You're doing great, you said encouragingly. I like your kisses, they're soft and warm. Yours are too, he replied. Could you show me how to do a kiss that's more than just a simple kiss, though, with mouth open a little, like you just did? You smiled at him, thinking how cute he was being. Yeah, sure, you said, reaching your arms up and around his neck. Okay, so open your mouth just a little, but not too much, just... He parted his lips a little, and you made a sound of approval. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now... You leaned in, tilting your head to the left. Just... You whispered before connecting with him. Your heart clenched and threw itself backwards off the top of your stomach and rolled down each of your ribs before landing in the bottom of your stomach, and you felt like sparks were flying everywhere. His kiss was different from Bakugou's. With Bakugou you felt a drive, passion, a need to belong, a need to becoming one. But with Kiri, it felt like first love. It was innocence and comfort. It was wanting to make the other person feel loved, cherished and validated. A selfless love. You felt complete with these two boys. This was the peak of your existence right now. You pulled back from the kiss and smiled at Kiri. I loved that, you whispered. I did too, he replied in a low voice as his gaze shifted across your lips again, begging for you to come back in and do that again. So you did. Over and over you kissed with lips slightly parted, his fingertips sinking into your hips that little bit more each time as his body heated up. You were both getting lost to the rhythm when the door outside the change room suddenly opened and Tasha walked back in. How are you going in here? She called, and you broke away from Kiri in a panic. Oh, good. The zipper got stuck, so I got my friend to help me, and it's all good now, you said in a panic, hoping that would explain why Kiri was in the change room with you. Okay, how does it feel? She asked while you and Kiri were trying to step around each other to get out of the room. So good, you said brightly as you opened the door and stepped out with Kiri behind you. It's the comfiest outfit I've ever been in. I'm glad to hear that, she said with a bright smile. Let's go over the specifics. You and her spent the next half hour discussing aspects of the garment, and she got you to do different things to make sure the fabric was good enough for what you needed it for, and then you went back into the change room to get out of it. Another hour later, and you and Kiri were on the bus headed back to Heights Alliance, and on your lap was the outfit in a company bag, sealed and ready for its big debut. You really do look good in your hero costume, Kiri said as he held your hand on the bus. I'm so excited to reveal it to Kat too, you said. He's going to get a big surprise. I'm going to have to hold him back, I think, Kiri chuckled. I know how he thinks. We both do, unfortunately, you chuckled. The bus stopped at your stop and you both got off, still holding hands as you walked to the front doors of Heights Alliance. It was just on curfew when you entered, and judging by how quiet the place was and how most of the lights were off, you assumed everyone was asleep already or in their rooms at the very least. Thank you so much for coming with me tonight, you whispered to Kiri as you approached your dorm room door. It was my pleasure, he replied, squeezing your hand in his. You returned his squeeze and smiled at him in the darkened hallway. Thank you for the kisses as well, you added. Oh, they were definitely a highlight, he replied. You leaned up on tippy toes and kissed his cheek, but that very quickly ended up becoming some deeper kisses on the lips. Then you parted ways for the night and headed into your room. You'd only just entered, flicked the light on, and said goodnight to Kiri, and then closed the door when there was another knock on the door, and you thought that it was either Kiri wanting one more kiss or Bakugou coming to claim you. So you were surprised when it was actually Mina at your door. Oh, you said with surprise. Mina, hey, what's... Without a word, she put both hands on your shoulders and pushed you back into the room, and then closed the door behind herself. Hey, what's up? You asked with confusion. Level with me, Yin. Are you dating Kirishima? She asked. And before you try and lie, I saw you holding hands and kissing just a second ago, and I didn't hear you break up between then and now, so, she said pointedly. You knew the jig was up and sighed heavily. Yes, we are, you admitted, but you can't say anything to anyone, okay? Okay, cross my heart and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye, Mina said solemnly, crossing her heart with her fingers. Extreme, but okay, you said. But, she then added, I need the part 2 because I swear something's going on with you and Bakugou as well. You can't tell me that you didn't see him in the stairwell the other day when you were standing there smiling at the wall. I know this place makes us all a little loopy, but girl, you didn't know what to say then. Did you tell her the whole truth or did you lie? She was going to be watching you like a hawk if you told her there was nothing going on, and then there would be every chance that she would notice something else between you and Bakugo and discover you that way. Either way, you were going to get found out. It was only a matter of time. You hesitated. Wait, she gasped. Are you polysaturated right now? Huh? You asked. Are there 3 in the bed and the little one said? She asked. Sorry, what? You asked. Are you dating both boys at the same time? Do they know? She pressed. Okay, you need to come and sit down, you said. Oh, girl, eat the tea. I've been living on crumbs since the beginning of Quirk era, and now I'm about to eat the whole damn cake. Lay it on me. What is going on? And do not skimp on the details, she said excitedly. She bounced over and jumped up onto your bed. She knew this was going to be good. You sighed and sat down next to her on the bed. Okay, so yes, I'm dating Kirishima, and yes, I'm dating Bakugo, and yes, they both know about it, and everyone's agreed to it, you admitted. She screamed. As we knew that she would. Stay tuned for chapter 95, it's all coming out now. See you then.